guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an entire makeup look using only e.l.f. products. e.l.f. products are really hit or miss with me. They're kind of like the in-house Sephora brand. I either love them or I don't like them at all. So I went out and bought all e.l.f. products for the entire makeup look. I got all of the stuff at Walmart. Please excuse my voice today. I am trying to get over some sort of sickness. My body is trying to like literally kill me right now, and I sound so awful. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm starting to get really hoarse, and sometimes I just need a little bit of makeup therapy. So that's what we're gonna do today, and I cannot wait to play around in this stuff, because a lot of times when you play around with makeup, you usually can find like a hidden gem, something that you didn't know that you would like so much. And I'm so anxious to try out all these products. Some of the makeup brushes from e.l.f. that I have, I already own. I literally have no idea what makeup look I'm going to do. I just figured I would just sit down and just play in it. I got some makeup brushes, I got some liner, I got powder, I got foundation, I've got eye primer, I've got it all. Sit back, get a cup of tea, preferably echinacea tea, because that's all I've been drinking and it's been helping. But sit back, relax, and enjoy what I come up with. Starting today, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. And I literally have not opened any of this, so you'll have to bear with me because I feel like half the video is going to be me opening packages. A lot of these I have never ever tried before, so I'm pretty excited to give them a whirl. First impression of this, there's like hardly any product. I can see the shadow because of my lighting. I can see the shadow of where the product actually is, and it's literally all down in here. So I'm literally getting that much product. Granted, all of these are really cheap, so you really get, you know, what you pay for. Let's just hope that it does a good job. The consistency is pretty thin on this, but I mean, it pretty much dries down like a regular primer. I just hope that it really does last really well. So I'm going to go in with the Flawless Face Powder. This is a pressed powder in the shade Ivory, and I'm going to set all that. I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Professional Shadow Brush. This is one I already own. I'm going to dip in there and set the primer. Wow, that's pretty dry. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Eyeshadow Quad. This is in Happy Hour. These are the colors that you get. There's like a little tiny mirror right here, which I don't really know anybody who would use that. Going back in with that e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush, I'm just going to use this base. Holy crap! I just tapped in there. Look at that pigment. That's okay. We're just going to go ahead and go with it. Wow! We'll just set the whole lid. Has a slight shimmer to it, but not bad. We'll go in with the crease shade, which is kind of this taupey brown shade right there. My e.l.f. just a blending eye brush. That's the way it looks. Just gonna apply this to the crease. Very blendable. Can you even tell on camera? Does that wash out completely? So a little definition. Alright, I'm going to go back in with the other blending brush that I have, and I'm going to dip into the lid shade. It's a light lavender shade. It's a really pretty color, but when it comes to purples, I'm more into dark plummy shades and not lavender. We're going to put that all over the lid. Honestly, it shows up kind of like a soft pink. Now I'm going to go ahead and deepen up the crease using this darker shade here where it says Line. Ooh, that's very pigmented as well. I hope it... Let's see how this goes. Not bad. They're very blendable. You know, these brushes are pretty good. The only thing that I would have to complain about is that they shed a lot, but honestly, you're buying them for $1. Just kind of soften these edges using that base shade again. So I kind of cleaned up the edges just a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Waterproof Eyeliner Pen. I really am curious about this because I'm very picky about my eyeliner, and I really am curious to see how well it does. So you're getting 0.05 ounces. Oh wow. I didn't expect it to have that much pigment, to be honest with you. Wow, you guys, like serious first impressions on this liner is like really good. Way to go, e.l.f. If you're starting out in makeup and you want to practice, this costs, hang on, give me just a second. This eyeliner pen costs $2. $2. Look at that. I can't even right now. Let's see if I can do it again and make them match up, because that's always an issue with me. My liner never matches. What the hell? In typical Melody fashion, I can't seem to get my wings to match. Oh well. Seriously though, this liner, like, I am really impressed with the liner. I mean, for $2, wow, that's pretty good. This is just the e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade Taupe. It's got a spoolie on one end, a very thin pencil on the other. For $2, you get, okay, 0.006 ounces. Go through, and I'm not used to using brow pencils. I am a brow powder kind of girl, so, but this will do. Okay. Okay, so you really have to press it in there. Let me see if I can do a swatch. Yeah, I'm kind of having to press a little hard. It's not very easy to work with. It'll pull out your brows, but that'd be alright for a slow build, I guess. It's really not bad. This one was $2 as well. It's not so bad. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but then again, for $2, it's not bad. Unfortunately, once you get past that little tiny tip, the rest of the brow product is actually pretty thick, so it's not necessarily something I would consider using for brows, because you really want something that's really thin, kind of like the Anastasia Beverly Hills. The whole product itself is very, very thin, so it's supposed to simulate hairs. This is a lot thicker. Once you get past that little tip, it's a lot thicker, so it will be much harder to actually make it seem like you have hair when you don't. The further I use this, the harder it is to work with. I would have to say that this is a no for me. That moment when you have a clear lid on a table full of junk. That makes it so easy to find. I literally can't find it. I lost it. Oh well, moving on. This is the Perfect Blend Concealer. I got the shade Light Beige, which is the lightest shade that they have, and I am not a light beige. I am pale. Well, I'm just gonna have to use my Coastal Scents brush for this one. It says on here that you get 0.07 ounces of product. I don't know why I'm smelling this. I can't smell right now. Let's see if we can carve these bad boys out. Oh no, this is not my color. This is not my color at all. That is not cute. My brows look yellow. And it pretty much disappeared. Can't wait to use this under my eyes. I do not like this concealer. This is bad. I'm probably not going to use this under my eyes because it's so orange. And next product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Lengthening and Defining Mascara in black. So far this has been an adventure. So let's see here. We have 0.05 ounces of product in this mascara. Oh no. Look at that. It's caked up so bad on the wand. This is really bad. I don't know if you can see that. It like smudged it all. Now that looks a little bit better. I don't think it's scraping off product off of the wand very well. That or this is really super thickening. I don't know if you can see that. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do it. You can't even see anything. Let me see if there's a date on this. Well, there's no actual date on it. It just says it expires after 6 months. So, yeah. You literally cannot tell that I have anything on my eye. Like, nothing. Oh, I'm getting something. This is too much work. No. Granted, it was $2, but $2 is $2. You can't do mascara if it doesn't want to mascara. So yeah, there's my eyes. What do you think, guys? Alright, so I'm going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm pretty excited to try this. This is one of the more expensive of e.l.f.'s products. Usually their black labels are just more expensive, more elite kind of products. So I'm kind of excited to try this. This costs $6. Yeah, the packaging's really nice. Got that frosted look. It's plastic though, and it's got a pump, which I like pump for sanitary purposes. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Ooh, that's in. It looks like a lotion, but let's see if this conceals my pores any. Nope, that did nothing. Literally did nothing. It does mattify the skin just a little, so I mean that's a plus. Okay, so 1 pump will be sufficient. I think this is 2 pumps. Now that I got my primer, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Oil-Free SPF 15 sunscreen. This is the Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I'm really glad that I grabbed Porcelain considering the concealer fiasco because we don't want it to be orange. I don't want people to think I rolled around in an orange Sharpie. So yet again, got a very pretty bottle. Really like this one. This one's actually glass. For $6 you get 0.68 ounces of foundation. And of course it's in a pump, so that's great again. And I'm going to go in with their foundation brush. I never use these kinds of brushes for my foundation, but I figured I would give a brush like this a try for this video because they had one. So I was like, alright. Okay, so the coverage isn't that bad. The brush isn't that bad either. Okay, so I'm not crazy about this foundation. seems as though it's full coverage, and then when you blend it out, the more you blend it out, it gets really, really sheer. And it also oxidizes, so I have an orange face right now. This brush is awful. It's very, very streaky, so I'm probably just gonna go in with my hands for a more flawless finish. You know, my camera lights are really, really bright, so I'm hoping that I at least look okay on camera, but in real life, I am really orange. But that's okay, because we're here experimenting and playing. I feel like you have to use kind of a bit of this to really, you know, to use it. I think I used about 3 or 4 pumps, and I'm just thinking about how much actually comes in here. It's not even an ounce, it's a little over half an ounce that you're getting. So I mean, it's only $6, so woo, but if you're really wanting to find a cheap product that really does look good and flawless, I feel greasy. I feel really greasy. And it, you know what, honestly, it might be the primer, so I don't know. Going in with the e.l.f. Total Face Brush, I'm going to use this to set the foundation on my face, using the powder that I used earlier. Using this in the shade Ivory, if you guys remember. Really have to work that on there. This has been so interesting. To use this powder, you really, really, really have to work your brush into the product because it is not dusty at all. It's actually very, very hard. So you really, really have to dig your brush in there to work it. And I feel like I've put on all this makeup and all this foundation, and I feel like this brush and I guess the powder is grabbing onto it and it's just pulling it right off again. Because granted, I didn't use any concealer, but that's because it is so incredibly orange. It's just bad. My face feels so sticky. Going in with the e.l.f. Contour Palette. Let me take it out of the packaging. This is what it looks like. You get a pretty good size mirror here. But these are all the shades that you have in here. I'm just really concerned with how this is going to look, given the base that I have. I went out and got this angled brush. It says it's the bronzing brush, but I figured I could use this to contour with. Going in with the shade right here. I'm going to try this shade to contour. Wish me luck. You know what? Why am I using this? When I have my favorite contour brush is actually from the e.l.f. the Black Collection, the small tapered brush. I'm gonna use this. What's wrong with me? I feel like I put lotion on my face and now I'm powdering it. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to go in with this darker shade right here and see if I can really sharpen up the contour. I get foundation in. That's actually not that bad. I actually really like the contour kit. I will say though that I was right about the base and how it has definitely kind of gotten some patchiness in some areas because of, like, you know, my skin and just the base that I have on. It does not work well with my skin at all, but I mean, so far I think the contour kit is a pretty good contour kit. I think it's pretty awesome. I am going to go in with this shade right here and highlight. Prayers, please. Oh, and I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is the e.l.f. powder brush. You know, that highlight's not bad at all. But then again, like I said, the base, the base is a really bad base, so otherwise I really like this highlight. This is awesome. Now, I don't have a small enough brush that I have available to use, so I'm going to put that using my finger underneath my brow bone. Didn't really do much using that, but oh well. I am going to go ahead and go in with the falsies. This is the e.l.f. Natural Lash Kit. It comes with glue as well. I am terrified. As you guys may already know, I am not a eyelash, fake lashes kind of girl, but I will do anything for you guys. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing when I first open it up. My first thought is that the band is black and not a clear, which I would prefer to have a clear band. It just makes it so much easier to conceal it, especially if you're doing really natural looks and you're not wearing any liner. But I mean, I can make do with this. I'm also looking at the glue, and I don't know if you can see that. They don't really give you very much in there, but I mean, they were, what, $2? Something like that. Let's see how this works. Okay, so you unscrew it. That's weird. Oh my. The glue. Okay, so the glue came dried out. I cannot use this glue because it is kaput. Alright, so that's out of here. But I'm still going to use the lashes. I'm just going to use the lash glue that I already own. This is the Kiss Lash. It comes with a little wand on the inside. I love this lash glue. But I'm still going to put these on. This is going to be really, really interesting. I can tell. I can just tell that this is going to be really interesting. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like glue all through the lashes near the band. I can't seem to get that off. Oh well, we're gonna put them on anyway. I'm terrified. So, barely touching them, I've already frayed a lash. I don't know if you can see that. He's trying to run away from the rest of the group. The things I do for YouTube. I don't even have any suitable mascara on. So, my lashes cannot blend in. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so the band is not flexible, like, at all. I probably should have trimmed these. Ow! Oh my god, that is poking me in my eye. That is really hard. I literally feel like I have glued something on my eye like this. Left lash, here we go. You know, I just realized that it might look okay, but it just feels uncomfortable. Look at that. Okay. So the lash band sucks. Ow. I don't know how they look. Do they look alright? Do they? Do they look alright? It would look better if I had mascara on. I'm still gonna try to put some of this on my bottom lashes, by the way. Nothing. Nothing. I gave it a good try. And my foundation is creasing like crazy. To finish off this look, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. lipstick. This is in the shade Fearless. Doesn't smell too cosmetic-y, so that's good. I'm scared, guys. This has been an adventure. very creamy, actually. It's definitely an interesting shade, and the consistency is very soft, very kind of glossy, which if you're gonna do a bold look like this, like a bold lip, then you kind of have to be careful with those because you really don't want it to bleed. So I don't know if this is going to bleed or feather. Just to kind of see what that does. It's not bad. The lipstick was only $1. Alright, so that's the finished look. To be quite honest, I cannot wait to take off these eyelashes because they're killing my eyeballs. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. Oh, you guys, that is just like taking your bra off at the end of the day. Oh my God. So, a few favorites. The brushes that I used were just fine. The only one of the brushes that I did not like was the foundation brush. I just, honestly, I don't like brushes like this to use for foundation. I really like the ones that you can stipple or buff the foundation into your skin. It just gives a more flawless finish as opposed to this, which honestly, I think these are used more for a thicker foundation, especially like the pancake foundations, the ones that you have to use water to activate. They're really good for that, but for regular foundation, I wouldn't use that. Big favorites that I did like the e.l.f. eyeliner. I was really surprised by this, actually. I didn't think that it would have that much pigment, and I definitely didn't think that it would look that good. I thought that it would dry down, but it actually did not turn out bad at all. The eye primer was not a bad primer at all. The only thing that I don't like about it is that you get so little product. Like I said, I could see through it, and you get about this much product. But like I said, it's like what, $2? So I mean, that's really not a bad buy if you're wanting to start out and figuring out what, you know, eye primers really do and how they work. Go give e.l.f.'s a try. It's not bad at all. The contour palette, I really liked this one. The shades actually I thought would be really warm for my skin, but they really weren't. They're actually not that bad. I feel like with a proper base, they would apply much better. They probably wouldn't look as patchy, but I definitely would have to fiddle around with it more to see what else you can do with it. But I think I've seen Kathleen Lights use, maybe it's the illuminating palette, I'm not sure, but she used one of these before in one of her videos. I really did like this one as well, and I can't wait to play with it some more. So yeah, plus you get a really big mirror, so that's a bonus. Now for the no products. The mascara was absolutely horrible. I can't tell if that's really just the formula or if maybe I just got like an old tube. It was very thick, so that's definitely a no. The brow product was okay, but really I really am disheartened by how thin the tip of it is, and then the rest of the actual product is a thicker. You can still faintly see the lines. You might be able to see those lines that I have there. And now you can see the difference between the thin line and that line. I mean, it's still pretty thin, I guess, but it's more like an eyeliner, not really a brow pencil. So I wouldn't really recommend this to anybody just because of that alone. The Poreless face primer I did not really like. It felt like lotion, and while it did make my face look a little matte, it did not really conceal the pores very well, and I think I can kind of feel myself breaking out from it, so I probably should go wash this off ASAP. The foundation I didn't care much for either. It oxidizes, and oxidizing is a big no-no for me. If I am going to get a foundation, I want a true color. I really love the packaging on it though. It's really a bummer, but I do like how they tried with the pump and the packaging itself. I mean, it's a glass bottle, so it's really nice. It's kind of like this is the Lancome. It looks like they're trying to, like, you know, be a little bit fancier. I don't know why I did that. It went on really thick, but as you blended it, it really sheared out and you can see everything through it. So this was a no-go for me. Probably one of my least favorite products today was the concealer. This is very orange. Straight up orange. Not very good at all. Not get that again. Oh, and probably the worst, also, I forgot about this one. The lashes. Look at those lashes. These were awful. They are not very flexible, which now they look like they're very flexible. Maybe you have to get it right. Maybe you have to break these lashes in. I don't know, but it really did poke in my inner corner and outer corner as well. You could definitely tell that they were there. They were not very comfortable at all. So I definitely don't recommend the lashes. Well, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for bearing with me through all of this. This has definitely been an adventure. So I definitely like some and I definitely didn't like some. So please let me know what some of your favorite e.l.f. products are. If you have any, comment them down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if you have any requests, please comment that down below as well. Well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!